top five things to know when you're starting out a claims adjuster career. I'm going to give you my 5 best tips, 5 best advice that I can possibly give to anyone who's thinking about becoming a claims adjuster. Let's get right into it right now in 3, in 2, in 1. What's up, advocates? Welcome back to another episode of the Commercial Claims Show. I am the Commercial Claims Advocate, Vince Perri, owner and CEO of Elite Resolutions, a public adjusting firm, and Commercial Claims Advocate as well, where we provide all kinds of educational services, and everybody needs an attorney on their side. So whether you're a public adjuster, a contractor, or anyone else in the insurance claims business, make sure that you have an attorney that you could rely on, that you can go to for questions whenever you need it. That guy for me for the last 12 years has been David Farber. David Farber is the owner of the Farber Law Firm, and he has been there for me from the beginning of my career until now. And I would love for him to be able to help you as well. So make sure you call him at this number here and visit his website so you can learn more about the amazing David Farber of the Farber Law Firm. I had been looking for an accountant for years, and I was unable to find anybody that I liked, that I worked with, and was able to do what I needed to be done to my taxes and to my accountant. Jeremy David at Noble Wealth has been a godsend to me, my family, and my company. We have saved so much money in taxes I can't even begin to describe, and he knows what he's doing. You need to call Jeremy at Noble Wealth and get yourself the right accountant, because he's the man who's going to help you save on taxes. Because ultimately, you don't want to be making money, especially if you're self-employed, and having it all go to the IRS. Call Jeremy, call Noble Wealth, and they will help you tremendously with the entire accounting process and your tax situation from A to Z. I wanted to make this a little bit broad. I'm not only speaking to public adjusters. I am speaking to people who are not even adjusters. I'm speaking to people who are thinking about becoming an adjuster, but I'm speaking to people who are thinking about just getting into the adjusting career. Is this the right career for you? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But if you think that it is, I'm going to give you my 5 things that I think are going to be really good advice so that you can sort of ask yourself and figure out, well, you know what? Let's do this and it's going to work out. So, number one, you need to figure out what kind of adjuster that you want to become. And by I mean, there's usually in every state, you've got several kinds of adjusters. You've got your company adjuster, which works directly with the company, which you're going to get a nice salary with nice benefits. You have your independent adjuster, which you could adjust it a little bit more, right? So based on how much you work, you're going to get paid. Based on how much you write up at a loss is how much you're going to get paid. You also have the opportunity to work catastrophes and stuff like that. And there's a couple people I know on social media that make a lot of money as independent adjusters. You're still working for the insurance company, but that may be the route that you want to do. Then there's your number 3, which is your public adjuster. Now, public adjuster, you have to be very careful. Public adjuster, unless you find a good public adjusting firm that offers a salary, which not many do. Elite Resolutions, we do. To several people, we offer a salary to public adjusters, but most of the time it's going to be strictly commission. So it's a lot of sales. It's sales heavy over actual adjusting, to be completely honest. You learn the adjusting sort of as you go, but it's going to be, you don't adjust any claims unless you have claims. And normally you have to find the claim. So that's where it becomes very difficult. Do you want to work with homeowners or homes? Do you want to work with auto? Do you want to work with boats? Do you want to work with commercial big claims? Like, there's just so many different options in this industry. And luckily, insurance, like I've always said, is never going to go away. Even with all the storms and insurance companies closing down, ultimately, we need insurance, because if we don't, well, then there won't be any homes left probably to rebuild in like 20 years. So what kind of adjuster do you want to become? Number 2, get licensed. Once you figure out what kind of adjuster you want to become, get licensed. Go look it up. There's like a million different places where you can get a license. You can do it virtually. You can do it in person. You can do it wherever. Get yourself a license in your local state. You could always switch later. So if you get the company license or the independent license or the public adjuster license, a lot of times you can switch over. For example, I was an independent adjuster first. When I got a job with State Farm, it was a simple switch over to the company license. When I decided to become a public adjuster, I passed the test for public adjusting and I switched it over to a public adjusting. Get yourself licensed once you have an idea of what you want to do. Number 3, apply everywhere once you get it. My advice is you don't go off and just start your own thing. If you're getting a company adjuster license, well, apply to all the different insurance companies. There's a lot of them. If you get the independent adjuster's license, apply to every single independent adjuster's company. There's a lot of them. And if you become a public adjuster, then the same thing. Look around, research, see which one you feel is going to be the best fit for you. You could also apply at eliteresolutions.com. But that's just do a little shopping. Make sure you apply everywhere and see if you can figure out and find a good fit. Any experience in the beginning is going to be good experience, so go for it. Once you land a job, I mean, this is going to be stupid, but number 4, do your best. Just do your best. Whatever it is that you choose to do or whatever place you get accepted in, just give it your absolute best. One thing I can say is for me, that was always my MO. No matter what job I did, I made sure I gave it 100% no matter what, even if I hated every second of it, because then after I would just quit. But do your best, whatever you can. That's what you have to do, whatever job that you land. And the last thing is I'm going to suggest is find a mentor, find a coach. Hopefully you could find it within your company. Hopefully it's one of your management. Hopefully it's the owner of the company. It could be me as well. Find a mentor, find a coach to help you answer any questions that you may have. You could learn the hard way, and you're still going to learn the hard way no matter what, but it's a little bit easier when you got somebody that you can go to, that you could rely on to ask questions and sort of express sort of how you're feeling and get questions answered when you need them answered. And that's it. That's my top 5 of the best advice that I can give you if you are thinking about starting an adjusting career. What kind of adjuster do you want to become? Get licensed once you figure that out. Apply everywhere, do your best, and find a mentor. Additional living expenses is one of the most difficult parts of an insurance claim. And the reason is it's very high pressure. And as a public adjuster or contractor, you're already dealing with the negotiating of the build back process. You don't want to have to deal with ALE as well. Black Diamond Housing Services does all of that. They don't even charge the client. They bill it directly to the insurance company. It's all covered under the ALE coverage. So you need to call Black Diamond if you have a house that has been severely lost, whether it's like severe mold, severe water, fire, or anything like that, where they need a place to stay. Call Black Diamond Housing Services and they'll be able to take care of your client from beginning to end. Are you tired of waiting forever and a day to get paid on your insurance claim? Are you tired of having to drive to the insured's house so that you can pick up your check and give them a check? What if we could take all of this away from you by using InkPay? InkPay is a godsend to our company. Everything is handled electronically. You take a photo of the check, you upload it directly into their software, and they take care of everything else. And the best part is the money gets directly deposited into your account. And when there's a mortgage company on there, they handle the entire mortgage company process as well. You have to call InkPay. It's been a game changer in my company. I strongly recommend them, and I want you to go ahead and find them and use it in your company so you could streamline your payment process after the claim gets paid. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. That was a short one, quick to the point, that I think will go around and will be very useful for some people. I hope so. If it's not, leave a comment below. If it is, leave a comment below. Feel free to send me a message by leaving a comment below or sending me a message on Instagram. I'm happy to interact with everybody. Thank you very much. You can check us out at eliteresolutions.com for more information about insurance claims and if you're interested in coming on board. And also for commercialclaimsadvocate.com, where you can find out more information about education, about learning about this industry, because it is freaking complicated, and I know that. Subscribe below. Every Wednesday, Content Wednesday, we come out with a new show. I hope you enjoyed that video. Short, to the point, and sweet. Thank you very much. Have a good week. See you later, guys.